to Technology with Mike. This show is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network at techpodcast.com. If it's tech, it's here. And now for your host, Mike Tartaglia.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook at audiblepodcast.com/Tech with Mike. Over 70,000 titles to choose from for your iPod or MP3 player. From Central Massachusetts, I'm Mike Tartaglia, and welcome to Technology with Mike. I'm here to make technology easier to understand. This is show number 59 for Sunday, March 14th, 2010. You can contact us via email at techwithmike@gmail.com, and you can follow us on Twitter at techwithmike. You can listen to the show and past shows by either subscribing to the podcast feed and view show notes and all that neat stuff right at techwithmike.com. Find us on iTunes and the Zune Marketplace. Just search for Technology with Mike. And you can check back on the site at techwithmike.com for the video and the audio portion of the podcast later on. The show agenda, we're going to talk quickly about the last show that we did, which was a few weeks ago. I apologize for that. And then we have a special guest today from Postabon.com, and then we will end the show. But before we get started, I want to tell you about our sponsors. I want to thank Audible.com for sponsoring the show. You can, if you haven't used an audiobook before, it's a great thing. If you do if you like to do reading and you but you just don't have the time, an Audible book is great. They got tons of they got all different types of genres, thrillers, mysteries, self-help books, business, technology stuff, a bunch of stuff. So if you're driving, I have a long commute. Like I have a 30-minute commute. I listen to a book all the time on the way to work and back. It's a great thing if you work out in the gym. Listen to an audiobook. It makes the time fly by when you're working out. You don't realize how much pain you're in. And go check it out. If you go to audiblepodcast.com/Tech with Mike, you get your free audio book. My tongue's twisted today. Okay, so on last show, we talked with a gentleman named Stefan Fontaine of social.com. The site is a pretty cool site where it allows you to synchronize your contacts between your Gmail, between your Outlook, between Hotmail, Yahoo, all these different types of places where you would have contacts all into one. And so check out that was show number 58, and we did that a few weeks ago. So I want to, without further ado, I want to introduce John Buchanan of Postabon.com. He is the co-founder. Hi, John. How you doing?
Hi, Mike. How's it going? Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, it's going great, and I appreciate you coming on this Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon for you. Usually I'm talking to people on the West Coast. Well, I just found out he's on the East Coast with me. Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I visited Postabon. I signed up, and we'll explain this a little bit later, but it's not, I can't really use it yet, I guess, but we'll talk about that later, I guess. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what is Postabon?
Sure. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, I actually just graduated from Harvard Business School in June of 2009, and I started Postabon with a classmate of mine and another Harvard undergrad. We started the business in June and launched the platform in December. And basically, to give you a background on Postabon, basically what Postabon is, it's a way for us to deliver deals and discounts that are relevant to our users based on their interests and location. And basically, we do that by using crowdsourcing. So we allow our users to upload deal and discount information when they're at locations. And then we also allow our community to vote on those deals. So basically, we're able to get smart on our users and deliver information that's relevant to them. So
where does the name Postabon come from? And I asked that because when I first heard about it, I'm like, what exactly is that?
Yeah, we get that a lot, actually. I guess the best way to describe it is post. You're posting information, and bon is French for good. So you're posting something good for the community, and that's how we got Postabon. So.
Oh, so it's almost like it's also like a good deal, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So so you described pretty much what the main purpose of Postabon is. Um, where let's go with what I mentioned before. Where is it live right now, or how is that going?
Yeah, so we launched the site in December, and we've been slowly building our user base. Right now, we're basically only located in New York City. All of our content is in New York. We're actually in the process of doing a complete revamp of the platform right now. We actually just closed, it was announced last week, but we closed our first round of financing with Spark Capital, a venture capital firm, and as a result of that, over the next month or so, you'll be seeing a lot more new things coming out on the site. We'll be basically doing a complete revamp of the site. But as far as where content is, the content is all in New York, and hopefully we'll be expanding out to other major cities, over the next year.
So how do you plan on expanding? Like, did you make deals with companies in New York or?
Yeah, so right now we've basically had a very community focused website, basically. We like to compare ourselves to, if you look at what Yelp did when they first started, we're, I guess, taking a similar approach where we're trying to take a very city by city approach and focus on building a community as opposed to just building a lot of business partnerships when we start off. So really working on building that user and subscriber base first in each individual city and expanding out that way. So focusing on cities and then seeing where other cities might organically grow that we can then focus on. So
when do we expect it to be out our way?
we need you to post some deals for us.
Okay.
Actually, my mom lives out in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I think she's telling everyone right now to start posting stuff. So maybe it'll creep its way over to Worcester one of these days. So.
Hey, well, you know what? I'll start posting stuff.
That'd be great.
I'll do that. I mean,
great. You have to wait till our new iPhone app comes out though first. So
isn't it already out or?
It's out, but basically what you see on the website right now was developed on a very small budget that was funded by myself and my co-founder.
Okay.
It was a very small budget the iPhone app was developed on, and now we're going to put a little bit more money towards it and hopefully improve the UI on it quite a bit. So
I won't be able to post something yet.
You can post information. It's just right now the way the iPhone application works, it just takes a little bit of time because just the way it was originally designed, it takes a little bit more time to input a deal. So
okay, so let's go through a scenario. Like, say someone's shopping, and
sure.
And this is a great scenario for it because it's mainly what it's for, I suppose. But I can see other things you can use this for. So someone goes out shopping and they have an iPhone and they're in Manhattan.
Yeah.
What do they do?
Yeah, so basically, I say there's two use cases for Postabon.
Okay.
The first would be I actually like to use my wife a lot to describe the product because she likes to shop at malls and things like that. But basically, when I think of her when she goes to a mall, she wants to know where the sales and discounts are, and that's basically where she'll go when she goes shopping. So the first use case would be pulling up the application and finding out where the best deals and discounts that are relevant to her are, and then she can go directly to them. So basically, it's a recommendation engine based on her past behavior. The other use case would be because we're trying to get as much deal density and deal information on the platform, there is a search capability as well. So say she was looking for a sale on a pair of jeans or something like that, she can also search by key term or category and find deals or discounts that are relevant to her on that specific key term. So,
oh, okay, that's neat. So, what types of deals can people post about? I looked on it. I think there was like shopping, entertainment. I forget what the other ones were.
Yeah, it's shopping, entertainment, miscellaneous, and so you've got me now too. We have four. I'm completely blanking on that fourth category, but yeah. So basically, if you look at the type of information that we allow our users to upload, we really allow our users to upload any type of information as long as it's some kind of value recommendation or value-oriented discount. Ultimately, what the community sees will be highly dependent upon what the community votes upon. So if there's information that people are posting that the community doesn't like, most of the community will not see it unless they're actually searching for it by key term. So
It's by the way, is the other category is eat.
yeah, I was gonna say dining, but I for some reason thought we'd covered that. So
See, I got several computers here. I can look this kind of stuff up for you. I got you covered.
yeah, thank you.
That's really interesting. So the miscellaneous category is obviously it allows you to do any type of deal you find.
Right, exactly.
Now, do you plan on branching those deals out to more specific? The miscellaneous?
Yeah, so I think what you'll see is as we continue to get more content on the platform, you'll see some of those categories break out into a little bit more detail. Right now, it's relatively basic because we wanted to see where our users were, what type of information our users were posting. Right now, and it's, I guess, kind of what we expected, we're seeing most of the information being posted in the shopping category and the eat category. And as a result of that, I think we'd like to refine those categories a little bit. So it makes it easier if you want to focus on maybe women shopping or something like that. It becomes a little bit easier. We can get a little bit more refined, and I think it's a little bit easier for people to categorize as well. So,
okay, well, I know a question might come upwards for certain people, like why do I need to post? Like, what are the benefits to the users from posting something for other people? And I understand what it is, but maybe you can explain it a little bit.
yeah, so I think when we think of Postabon, we don't expect all of our users to be posting information. I think if you look at most user-generated content sites like a Fat Wallet or something like that, really it's 5% of their users are really the only ones that are posting information. And I think when you look at those users, it's they get some kind of celebrity status almost, or they get some kind of benefit by posting information. Also, what we've done is we've designed an incentive structure on the site. So we have karma points right now that you can earn for doing certain things on the site, like posting information, voting on deals, and things like that. And I think what you'll eventually see on the platform is you'll be able to achieve certain levels or certain ranks that will give you certain status depending on how much you've interacted with the platform. So,
wow, that's a great idea. What about like having people earn badges, like a lot of sites do?
We've looked into that just because of the craze going around Foursquare.
Yeah.
I think that based on a lot of the information we've gotten back from our core users so far, we tend to skew a little bit more female. I think as a result of us just being more of a shopping-oriented site.
Mm-hmm.
And from our conversations with them, is they seem a little bit less interested in receiving badges than they do some other things. So you might see some badge elements, but it's not going to be the focus of our site, I don't think. So.
Okay, so instead of me posting, I should have send my wife out. Is that what you're saying?
No, post, please.
Well, she'll be getting an iPhone very soon, so I'll set her up. And she and I was going to say earlier when you said that your wife does all the shopping, I was going to go in there with a little joke too, but my wife might watch this, so.
Exactly. I don't watch myself.
That's cool. I like the fact that you're in karma points and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's something that we're continually changing. I think just as part of any product development, it's something that at the early stages that we're at, it's worth trying to see what really works for the community, and that's kind of what we're doing right now. So while we're using karma points, that might change at some point in the future, but that's what we're going with right now. So
well, I got a sort of an idea, and I don't know if this is planned for the new iPhone app. What if you were walking in a mall and there were bonds posted on certain stores that you're near? Would you get alerted?
Well, first of all, we only want to be an opt-in site. So if someone wants to receive that information, they can receive it.
Okay.
The one thing with the iPhone is you can't run applications in the background. So it's difficult to actually locate someone unless they're actually actively interacting with their phone. Some things that we can do is we can hook into some of the other location, like a Foursquare's API. And as a result of that, when someone checks into Foursquare, we can then push things that are relevant to them. So it'd be a push notification that they would get on their iPhone. So,
are there anything like that in the future going on with Foursquare?
With Foursquare, I know that right now they have check-ins and they've given some merchant interfaces. So I think that they might be doing some of that themselves. But I think from our perspective, it just gives us a location on a user.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
I think any of the applications where you're getting location on a user, if they've got an API where you can get that information, it allows you to then push information to them in a non-invasive way, I guess. So it would basically show up as a little icon on their iPhone that they could then look at if they wanted to.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
What about other platforms? Are you going to be deploying that?
Yeah, hopefully as soon as we can. Right now, like I said before, we're in the process of doing a redesign of the iPhone application.
Yeah.
As soon as we get done with that, I think first of all, by doing that, it'll help us, really figure out what kind of functionality and what additional functionality we want to include in the next round of the application.
Yeah.
And after doing that, I think that the next platform will definitely be the Android platform. We actually also have a mobile web platform that was developed back in late fall that will probably be improving. So anyone else that doesn't have an Android or an iPhone will be able to get on the site. So.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you to stick around after the show just so we can chat a little bit more. But I'm liking this. I'm going to try it out. I will start posting stuff. I'm always looking for deals. Mostly I look for deals online. But you know what? This will give me an excuse to get out and get to the shops and get to the stores. I'll go to my local Best Buy and start buying things. I'll blame it on you, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the beauty of having these mobile web or mobile enabled devices now. Basically you can start interacting with the internet on your phone when you're actually out in the outside world. So we're hoping to capture some of that increased use. So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, John, thank you very much for being on today. And is there anything else you'd like to add? How can people get a hold of, how can they sign up? What are you guys on Twitter? We
are on Twitter. We're at Postabon. If you want to check out the site, you can go to www.postabon.com. And you can check out the site and you can sign up there. If anyone wants to shoot us an email, they can just send an email to admin@postabon.com and we can capture all those emails. So
okay, that's admin, ADMIN.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, John, thanks a lot. And I'll talk to you in a little bit. I just wanted to close up the show.
Great. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, John, take care. Okay, so future shows. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm still trying to get some more guests on the show for future shows. So I might have one for next week, but or for the next. I'm trying to think on if they're gonna be. I haven't got a response back, but I got one response, and we'll see how it goes. But remember, you can always follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/techwithmike. Until next time, help you later.